SpongeBob's addictive moments will leave you shocked. In Hooky, Mr. Krabs gathers SpongeBob and Patrick to warn them about a new danger sweeping Bikini Bottom.
They're back! They're back, I tell you! I saw it with my own eyes!
These tempting lures dangle enticingly in the water, but Mr. Krabs vividly describes their grim fate for the unwary.
And then they cook you, and then they eat you, or worse!
Despite a solemn sailor's promise never to go near the hooks, SpongeBob and Patrick are soon drawn into the thrill. The hooks are irresistible. They gleefully launch themselves skyward, floating down while laughing in bliss, much to Mr. Krabs' horror.
All right, SpongeBob Lazy Pants, I'll find you.
Caught red-handed, Mr. Krabs delivers a lecture so intense it makes the boys swear to keep their distance forever.
Yo-ho, yo-ho! Near the hooks, I'll never go.
Yo-ho, yo-ho.
The very next day, Patrick tempts SpongeBob to play hooky again. Although torn between loyalty to Mr. Krabs and the hook's sheer fun, SpongeBob's curiosity wins.
Is this seat taken?
Until reality literally hooks him.
And that means...
Desperate, SpongeBob runs to Mr. Krabs for help, exposing his betrayal and confessing.
Oh no, Mr. Krabs. I can't take off my pants.
Embarrassed but resigned, SpongeBob reluctantly complies, only for the hook to be lodged even deeper, in his underwear.
Oh no, 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 Mr. Krabs. I can't do it.
A crowd of onlooking girls, including Mr. Krabs' daughter Pearl, erupts into laughter.
It's SpongeBob Nudie Pants!
Meanwhile, Squidward reveals the ultimate twist. He was the one fishing for SpongeBob all along.
Well, that was more of SpongeBob than I needed to see.
Mr. Krabs smugly asking if the lad learned his lesson. The episode concludes with a delivery at Patrick's house, a can of tuna from the hooks.
Does somebody have a can opener?
The episode critiques SpongeBob's addictive personality and his susceptibility to peer pressure. In the Squid on a Strike episode, when Mr. Krabs docks SpongeBob's paycheck for existing on company time, Squidward convinces SpongeBob to go on strike.
In fact, you and I should go on strike.
SpongeBob, oblivious to the actual concept of striking but addicted to his job like a fish to water, enthusiastically joins Squidward's cause.
You didn't tell me I was gonna get fired. Without the Krusty Krab, I...
Armed with clunky signs that declare his undying love for the Krusty Krab.
A fun fair? Where? Oh, I could go for some fun.
At the Krusty Krab.
Despite Squidward's fiery megaphone speeches to the people of Bikini Bottom, the revolution takes a disastrous turn when the crowd only hears Krabby Patties and rushes back to the Krusty Krab to satisfy their cravings.
Hey, everybody, let's go get a Krabby Patty.
When Mr. Krabs gloats about the increased sales, SpongeBob unexpectedly explodes, accusing his boss of injustice.
We are workers united. We're tired of your smelly greed.
Squidward, meanwhile, begins to regret every decision he's made.
SpongeBob, forever?
Spiraling into a humorous existential crisis where he imagines an eternity stuck on strike with SpongeBob. This scenario is so terrifying that he begs Mr. Krabs for his job back. Simultaneously, Mr. Krabs finds himself overwhelmed by the teenage workers he hired to replace them.
Beg you to come back to work! The Krusty Krab is a wreck!
Triumphant, Squidward believes the ordeal is over, until they return to the Krusty Krab to discover SpongeBob has restored the working man to glory by demolishing the restaurant. Mr. Krabs furiously condemns both SpongeBob and Squidward to work for him forever to pay off the damages.
Yahoo! The strike worked, Squidward. We got our jobs back.
Meanwhile, Squidward is left catatonic at the prospect of eternal servitude. When SpongeBob loves something, even labor exploitation becomes an unshakable addiction. In Have You Seen This Snail? The episode kicks off with SpongeBob receiving a care package.
Well, let's see what we got here. My official Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy paddleball set.
After Gary meows for food one too many times, SpongeBob carelessly brushes him off.
I hate it when you do that. Now get and leave your master to his important affairs.
Heartbroken and hungry, Gary runs away, setting the stage for chaos. Enter Grandma, the overly doting and slightly eerie old lady who adopts Gary.
Goodness!
You're almost out of cookies. Here, I'll go and get some more.
SpongeBob, clueless about Gary's disappearance until it's too late, spirals into utter emotional meltdown. His addictive energy and comedic hyperactivity escalate as he plastered "Gary Come Home" posters all over town. In classic SpongeBob fashion, he begins seeing Gary's face everywhere. At the Krusty Krab, SpongeBob's tears quite literally ruin Krabby Patties.
Refund? What's wrong with it?
Oh, nothing really, except that it's covered in tears.
Taking the advice incorrectly, SpongeBob ropes in Patrick for a wacky search mission. Meanwhile, life at Grandma's house turns sinister as Gary uncovers the truth about his safe haven. Among fresh squeezed orange juice and train-shaped pancake bites, Gary discovers Grandma's haunting collection of empty snail shells.
Run!
Gary escapes in an epic food-dodging frenzy that ends with Grandma hurling cookies like ninja stars.
They were labor of love.
Just when things seem hopeless, Gary makes a dramatic return, climbing onto SpongeBob's head and pouring like the good snail
I
he
love
is.
you. If only I could hear you meow one last time. Meow. Yeah, like that.
Overwhelmed with joy, SpongeBob promises to cherish Gary forever, vowing never to take him for granted again. We'll see how long that lasts.
Now let's go home and get you something to eat. You must be starving.
Whoa.